Hello, it's Keith from Amped Publishing. Assuming you are watching this video because you need a little bit of help writing your video sales letters. Now, many of you don't know me. I'm a product creator. I create software for people in the internet marketing niche. Now, over the past probably couple of years, we've used this exact formula that I'm going to walk you through on our launch pages, okay, for our products. Now, we've done a lot of testing, testing out which triggers seem to get you the best conversions, as well as, how we piece together those triggers in the sales letter, whether it's short form, long form. We've done a lot of different testing around, what works the best. And the formula I'm about to show you is what we've come up with. Now, you can visit... I got a couple of sites you can actually visit and see. I'll play you probably 5 seconds from each of them just to kind of show you those. But if you want to watch and listen to the entire VSL, then go ahead and visit those sites. I'll post the links down in the description for you. So let's go ahead and I'll flip over to my screen and show you those couple examples. Okay, I'll only just play about 5 seconds of this here, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear it, but I'll try to get my mic up there as best I can. But you can certainly visit both of these sites I'm going to show you. One is voicestack.com, and that's this one here. Let me just hit refresh here, and we'll get it started.
Want to know the most powerful number in business today? It's the number 1. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is the number 1 the most powerful number in business?
Okay, and the second one, which is a little bit of a different style, it's more the PowerPoint type style.
What I'm about to tell you is amazing. So amazing, in fact, that you probably won't believe it's true. So before I tell you, just promise that you'll hear me out until the end, because I'll explain everything.
Okay, so those are just a couple of examples. The other one is rebrandapps.com. You can certainly go there and check them out in full, so you can kind of see what we've done. Now, we've done a lot of split testing and just trying different things. We've tried a lot with just kind of standing in front of a camera talking, as well as not having video at all. And by far, this is the formula that we came up with after doing launch after launch and just trying different things and seeing what was most successful. So this was the formula that really did it for us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share that formula with you here. And what I have is a nice infographic. And by the way, I'm going to give you this graphic here, so it's something you can take with you, or you can download and kind of keep it and use it. Now, I'm also going to have a few other assets as well, which I'll talk to you more about at the end here. So I'm going to kind of go through this quick and just hit the talking points. But some of the assets that I have for you go into much more depth. So like I said, I'll go ahead and explain that after. So let's just go ahead and dive right in here. Okay, so first, we have the attention-grabbing intro. Okay, so now you may want to introduce yourself. It really depends on the type of product, that you're creating this for. Introducing yourself works really well for anything training, so they know who you are. They kind of get a little bit of background about you. Something for maybe a physical product or a piece of software, you may want to skip the introduction because it's really not, a personal connection. You're not personally training them on something. But we always like to open with a question, at least one question. Now, we try to stick to 3. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, but it's best to engage. Okay, so that's what you're doing right away, is starting to engage with them. So think of 3 questions that you could that would spark their interest and kind of grab their attention. All right, number 2 is identify their problem, and it's really through storytelling. You want to connect with the audience, okay? You want to speak their language. Your audience the best. So speak their language. Don't use overly technical terms. Keep it simple and something that they're going to understand. Future casting is something that works really well. We've really liked that and have tested it a lot. And it's kind of anything that opens with imagine if, okay? So you're kind of setting that scene, which brings your user and your customers to that place where it's okay. Hey, imagine if you could do this. Imagine if you could, make $1 million a year, or whatever it is that you're selling. Is you want to get them into that kind of state of euphoria. Okay. Now, back it up with a little bit of personal experience. Add a story. You just want to identify and relate, to their challenge. Okay, and what's the problem, and do it through storytelling. Okay, so engage with them, make it personal. Now we use a lot of stats and studies. Those those are a great way, to give yourself some credibility, and credibility to your product. Okay, so definitely sticking with the idea of solving something for them. Okay. Now, number three, we want to establish early scarcity. You want to, why they should continue to listen. In a video, you don't have that long to really engage them, right? So you want to make sure that you stick that early. Okay, you want to tell them why they should continue to listen. Kind of watch now or miss out, and really what we call twisting the knife. Okay, kind of the first part of that. So establish scarcity early. Next, we have provide the solution, which of course is your product or your service, right? You can go with your product name, maybe showing the logo, e-cover, the actual product if it's a physical product, and kind of talk about why you created it. A lot of our products really come from things that we wanted in our own business, created, started to use in our own business, and said, hey, I think others could really get value out of this, and hence that's where many of our products started. So again, tie it in with your own story. Make sure, and it proves that it really solves a real problem, because it's a problem you've had, and a problem that that many others have as well. Okay, talk about the ease of use, and just really start to talk up that solution, and of course that solution's your product. Which leads perfectly right into your features and benefits, right? Stick to probably 5, maybe at the most, I would say, of features, of benefits, and get that early call to action on the screen. By now you may have already sold them, right? But you want to give them a way to, kind of get to, that end goal, whether it's hitting a checkout button, hitting a buy now button, filling out a contact form, calling a phone number, whatever it may be. Social proof. Social proof, I can't talk enough about. You want real examples, real proof. Now, you can use borrowed credibility, right? Others in the industry that have success with this method that you're teaching, or the product that you've created. Testimonials, a fantastic way to do it as well. And really just quoting from authority. Using any kind of social proof is really going to go a long way. Now, at number 7 here, we have the, you want to overcome the objections, okay? So you want to identify and really answer any lingering, the barriers to purchase, okay? Maybe frequently asked questions, questions that have come up in the past, questions you've had while you were creating this product, right? And how can I solve this? So you want to identify that and overcome those objections right away. Now you have your main call to action, okay? So you're really building up the value. Maybe you're going to give a guarantee, if it's a 30-day guarantee, 60-day guarantee, money-back guarantee, whatever it may be. It's optional to kind of talk about price. It really, again, depends on the type of product. And maybe talk about bonuses as well. That always works, is give them a little something extra that they're going to get, okay? So, talk about that and let them know what they're going to get in that call to action. Add warnings. So again, this is where the twist the knife part 2 comes in. Okay. So we want to make sure that that you're going to continue, kind of stress, you're going to continue to have these same problems, and the situation's not going to improve. You're going to give that guilt of not taking action, right? Their problems aren't going to be solved, unless they use your service or your product. And then finally, we want to go to the close, okay? So we're going to summarize really the most important benefits and the features, restatement of the problem and how you're going to solve it, okay? And then give them that final call to action. Okay, so this is the 10-step formula that we've tested for years to come up with, and found that this was the best combination to use that really converted the best. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I have a bunch of assets that I want to give you. I'm going to include this infographic for you as well, but also included is a checklist, which basically gives you these 10 steps and kind of allows you to brainstorm and kind of scribble down and write down what it is and how you would fill out each of these steps. Now, in combination with that is a worksheet, which that worksheet is going to contain an actual script that you can use in tandem with that checklist. Okay, so you can kind of transfer your features and your calls to action and your scarcity, but into an actual script that you can use. So head on over to ampedpublishing.com/VSL formula, and you can grab all of those assets. Now, if you found this video useful or like it, go ahead and, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe, throw me a like, throw me a comment. Do you have any questions about anything? Please go ahead and feel free to comment and share the video around. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.